Hi guys, in this video we are going to look how we can set up our lab environment in AWS. So what I have planned to create an environment. So I have planned to take like a 2 web servers and 1 load balancer. Using this we can get a little bit on hands-on experience. For example, I'm going to use some ad hoc command initially, so and then we are going to create some playbooks how we can update and how we can install some packages on this web servers, how we can distribute that to web server application via load balancer. So that is what we are going to look on the coming videos. In this video, how we can set up the environment, so that is what we are going to look. And for this you need a AWS account is required, or else if you have any cloud or locally you can create, but I'm going to use the AWS cloud and something little knowledge about EC2, which is like a virtual machine, how we can create in EC2. That is more than enough. And the cloud formation, which is AWS service, but here I'm going to use that service to create an environment. Let's go to my AWS console. The first time you need to go to here and choose EC2 service. Then you need to create a key pair, but in my case I already created Ansible course, so then it will go to your location. Then what I'm just going again cloud formation service. So you can type here cloud formation, you will get the service here. So I have a template for this, so I'm just using that stack. I'm just going to upload that file. It's Ansible lab and environment creation. So then next I'm going to give Ansible lab and then key pair, which I have shown that location, I'm using same, and service name is Ansible instance I'm going to use. Okay, other than everything you can keep a default and then create. Let me show you what. So in this location you will get all the details, what is the status right now, and events, what are the things is going to create. The resource session which is currently is creating, that detail you will get here. So once everything is done you will get some output, what are the things is created, that detail. You can watch this location. Let me go to that file, the environment creation file, so you can understand little bit if you don't have knowledge. Let's leave that for small. I am explaining what is it. I'm going to use some parameters. One is like key name and name of the service. That is what we have typed on that location. And mapping, so I'm going to use region US East 1, or this all is the images I'm going to mention in this location. And resource section, and I'm using T2 micro, and the reference region is based on this mapping, and it will use a name of the service from the reference, and security name it will take from automatically based on the reference, and which will create a security group, what are the services is going to allow, and what is the elastic IP, it will use elastic IP. So there is a lot. Finally you will get a IP of this all instance and web link, you will get an output. Let's go to again the AWS console. Let's see what is the status now. Okay, now everything is created. Let's go to output. Okay, you can see here the value 1, the IP address 123, and the endpoint address. You got 3 things. You can verify from this location the instance. See, right now is the state is initializing. So we got 3 instances up and running. One is web server 1, another one is web server 2, third one is Ansible load balancer. Okay, we got a 3 instance. So now what we can do it. So first thing is, like, once you are downloaded the key, then you need to add the file, that fem file, to your local SSH directory. See, I have already copied in this location and changed the permission. Then you will got a nice picture on this. So once this is ready, you need to install. This is my local system, so I'm going to install some controller on this. So you need to install Ansible on this system, so you can verify some documents. Ansible installation, you can go to Ansible docs. Here they are given neat and very neatly which version I'm using Ubuntu, so just I'm clicking Ubuntu. Then I can follow these steps to install. Once installed, I can verify Ansible version. So see here, I have installed 2.7.5. the default configuration location, which is placed on etc Ansible and ansible.cfg. so this all is a executable location on this part. So once this is I have installed, so what are the options I have in this -help? You can use this command to get the options neatly. They have given some examples how we can use a modules, how we can import a modules, how we can use a inventory file. This is we will see on here. Specific inventory host path or commonly separated list. So that means we are not going to use a default inventory file which is located on this location, so etc host. So what we are seeing now, so we need to go for our directory. Here I have a file, so let me go with this. So I already created what are the things for this video. I just created host-dev. Inside I have a web servers. It's a group we can use. This is a group web servers and load balancer local. So here I need to replace with my IPs. So whatever IPs I got it, so just I want to replace in this place. Okay, let me copy this. This is a web server 1. Okay, let me replace this IP, save, and then go with the second IP. And load balancer IP address. Finally I have copied these 3 things and updated on my inventory file. Okay, now my inventory is ready. So before that I already configured this ansible.cfg. If I'm not configured in this location, you will get some error. So let me remove this dot and save it. So I'm in this path. Just I want to execute some of the commands. So I'm Ansible list host. I want to list what are the host. See, in this case, which is looking for default host path, so it's not taking on that place. So I'm mentioning manually. So we have seen that Ansible -help, you can see -i option, which they can we can use for inventory file. So hyphen I. Okay, see hyphen I option which is used for specific inventory host path. So that is what we are going to use in this list. See, right now I got a load balancer one and a controller and app one, app two. So I got a three things, right? So without doing this manual, I just want to do automatically, which can pick up means just I want to add this configuration details. See, ansible.cfg, I want to create a file name and then use a default and inventory equal to the file name dot and slash the file name and remote user, because this user is a EC2 hyphen user, and then I'm going to use the private key file which is we have saved on this path in this place, and then host key checking is false. Okay, now I have saved this file. Then I want to list. Okay, right now I'm going to remove this inventory. Let me see I will get an output or not. Okay, same output, but I'm not using this thing. I'm using static file with on ansible.cfg. So I can use all or web servers, which will list what are the web server category which we are grouped on this location, the host key. See, which is a group, if you are calling this group, which will give output of this app 1 and app 2. Now I want to list the load balancer, and also I can use like this load balancer which will give this 3. I am not getting this fourth one, which is a local one, so that's okay. Now finally we are able to list out what are the hosts is available. So let me go with some more. I want to ping that instance, ping module. This all is ad hoc command. Let me try with this ansible-m is a module, and module ping we are going to I have mentioned, and all is like I want to check, I want to ping all the instance. That is what I have typed. Let's see. Yeah, finally I got a response pong this 3 instance. Let me try to execute some more modules. So shell -a, I want uname of that instance. I can use all. So control as a controller machine, the Linux was equal to 0. Without getting error, we got outputs. So I got a output of this 4 instance. One is a controller, which is I'm my machine, and other instance. So let me show some more ad hoc commands in Ansible, so which is very useful for let me go like this. Ansible ad hoc commands will redirect to Ansible documentation, which they have mentioned neat and clear how we can use different categories, which is like ad hoc commands mostly, which we can run quickly. We will get an output once we are typing, with no need to wait for writing file and checking the file. So this all you can check it if you want it. So these all file transfer options and managing packages and Ansible web servers. So this all is a managing category and user management, deploying from the source code and managing services, time limit, background operations. It's all about your operating system based on how we can run using Ansible. So that is some more, and let me go with this ping command I have used in the manually, right? So this is a manual ping command, so which will give output. Using the playbook, we can run that same thing as a file. So here we are using YAML format, so we need to start with the triple hyphen, and then host is all host, and task which is basically task. We are going to say we are going to we are going to say Ansible do this task. In that case, Ansible will do what action need to do, ping. Okay, so what I'm going to say, Ansible, I created this as a file, so Ansible playbook, which is ping.yaml, so which will get a same output what we got from that, which will try to run this command on all these 4 servers. So that is what our final output. See, we got controller lb ping all server. First it's gathering the information and then ping all web servers. Yeah, we got. Again you can run it. It is immutable. If there is any changes on the server, it will do. So same thing we have run on uname, right? So I will try to use as a playbook. See, I want the web servers and load balancer get OS type. To use that shell command, you can use uname. Just I am running that file, uname.enter, which will see the play. Right now it's getting the information from web server and load balancer, gathering the facts. First it will get the information, then it will try to execute if there is any changes on that. And install mupdate. Yeah, so here what I'm going to do, so I want to update my system. So web server load balancer become true, it's which is like admin. Task update m package name start state latest, so which means I need latest version of all package. So that is what it will see now, which is getting 3 things changed OS type. Okay, now what I am going to do, m update. See, now it will execute this 2 instance with m update. Finally we will get an output, the status finally, which we can check on the server system itself. It's updating right now. Let's wait for some time, which is faster than the manual task, right? If you are writing a shell script or anything which you need to log in on each and every system, which we need to do manual. So here it's like Ansible will take care of this login to the system using 22 port, which is most secure. Then try to get information from the instance, and finally if there is not updated version, then it's trying to update the latest version. It won't ask permission because we have mentioned become S. So in that case, which is having admin rights, so which will update the latest version. So we have created the environment. So locally we have installed controller machine, and then Python is installed default all the Linux version. So we are installed using Ansible and Linux based. So finally we have verified Ansible version, which version 2.7.4 something we have. And what next, inventory file. So inventory file we have updated, and then we have tried with some basic playbooks, and we have updated that packages on our instance. So finally we got output. See, right now we got this thing, right? Again I'm going to run this, so we won't get changes. The reason for this, once it's updated, it will gather the information. Again it won't do that same task. If there is any minor changes also, it will execute one more time. If there is no changes on that system, which won't update anything, that is the plus point of Ansible. So this Ansible is totally we have a information from our local system, we are pushing the information to our server, which will take an update from this file. So that's all about this video. Let's see if you have any question, you can ask me on that YouTube video chat options, or else if you have any queries you can type, you can send me the details, and if you have any errors you can ping me on this email. I'm ready to help you with you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Bye.